So we're starting off at 146 beats per minute, and I've got this loop which is a stem from a cymatic sample pack, and it instantly gave me an idea and I thought it would sound good on drill. So this is the sample. So I've just pitched it up from a D to an F, and we're going to be working in a minor key, of course. Got a touch of reverb on there, but for now I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm going to go straight onto the drums to get the bounce, and then go back to figure out the pockets for the melody. So we start off with the main notes, always in the same place, and then I can throw in extra ghost notes just to increase the bounce. I want to use quite a gritty counter snare for this, something that's more like a shaker. Now I've just gone back in, taken out a few of the notes, and that's just going to give a nice little pause, and then I'm going to put in a few rolls at the end of the bar or something. For the kick, I'm just going to start off putting it at the beginning, just so it sounds like there's a kick in there, and then we go in and throw the kicks in where we need them. Now you probably hear the phrase often, make sure you tune your 808s. If you don't know how to do this, I'll quickly just show you. So here we've got the 808, it says it's in C, I'll play a C note, and it shows that it's pretty much in C. If it wasn't, I could just transpose it until it was at C, so that when I play the C on the keyboard, it hits as a C on the tuner. But I can also detune it just to make sure it lines perfectly up. So just detune it a little bit. Perfect. So now we're going to the 808 and we're just going to put in the root note, and we're working in F. And that's just going to layer with the kick we've already put down. Cool, we got a bit of a bounce, we've got an idea where the track is going to go, and now we want to start putting in more melodic layers. So we've now got the piano layered, that's doing an F minor chord with open voicing, which means we've just inverted some of the notes, give it a wider range, make it a bit more sort of emotive. To allow the kick and the 808 to hit as properly as they should, I'm also going to go to the melody group, and I'm just going to put a sidechain on here that's going to make everything drop out when the kick hits, and that's just going to put more emphasis and give a lot more oomph to the kick and the 808. So by putting kickstart on it, we're just giving a bit of movement and energy. It just always sounds better when it's got that gated stutter effect. And we can obviously automate that to switch states in different sections of the track. Let's try to layer this cello in, just give a bit more depth to the melody. Next, I'm just going to search through my samples for something in the same key, maybe like a vocal. Okay, let's go back to the drums for a bit and do some perks and some effects and stuff to keep adding to the bounce and the atmosphere. So you can see the way I do it is I just put in a few perks into the same channel and then sort of make that my own perk loop. And here I want to put a drum fill that will come in at the end of each like couple of bars or verse or whatever. Obviously you can make these yourselves, but a lot of producers now actually sell them as part of their kits. So I want to try a few of these. Wicked, we've got the main loop to work with, so now let's just start moving it around and then we can figure out what to do next. For the arrangement, I think the drop is going to always be like the most important part. We'll start off with no vocals, it will just be the piano and the keys. Yeah. And then the vocal will come in along with the counter snare, I think. Try some perks as well. We'll say everything comes in here, and just to emphasize that you want to make sure you have some effects, some impact sounds, some crashes and stuff like that. So now let's say we want to go back to the 808 and start doing the slides. So obviously we've got the glide function on in Ableton. We're going to put another root note here that's going to follow the kick, and then we're just going to find somewhere up to glide it to quite high up. So you can see we're just adjusting the kick and the 808 as we go along, just to keep it adjusting depending on what we need. There's no reason for it to be set in stone once you've made it, you know. Next, keeping the 808, I want to add some saturation and distortion, which is really important to make sure that you can hear it on different systems. So my go-to for this is always FabFilter Saturn, which I just find to have really good amount of control to do lots of different things. But you can use any sort of distortion for this, to be honest. The easy way to do it is just take everything below sort of 150 Hertz and just turn that off. We don't really want to do anything to the sub part of it, but the higher part, this is where we want to have a bit of fun and sort of mess around with our options until you can hear it and it doesn't sound too messed up. So let's say next we want to try maybe like a flanger or something on the higher frequencies of the 808. I can go back to the arrangement. You can see for the arrangement, I like to work in like blocks, so whether it's 2 bars or 4 bars or 8 bars, just going section by section and making sure there's something interesting happening in every different bar. And you just want to have things like dropouts, different effects and perks come in. And that's basically it. So I'm just going to finish off with a few extra perks and effects and a bits of arrangement, and I'll play the full beat. Hopefully this has helped show you how to make these hard UK drill beats. Make sure you leave a like and comment if it helped, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Otherwise, have a good one. Peace out. UndaSkore.